Hello dear students and good morning to everyone. Welcome back to the video lectures of class 8 Social Science. As we were learning the chapter number 11 of history, that is Indian National Movement and Independence, this is the second part of this video or of that chapter. Okay, in the first part we discussed about the rise of nationalism in India. We have learned about that what were the factors that encourage the feeling of nationalism in India, as well as we have also learned about that feeling of nationalism has enabled people, okay, or the leaders or the literate people, okay, to form some political organizations. Those political organizations were regional in nature, okay, and we have also learned about uh, after the formation of those political organization, okay, one national organization formed named as Indian National Congress. Okay, we have learned about the formation of Indian National Congress in the previous part, and we have also discussed, I have also explained you this thing, that the Indian National Congress was having three phases. Okay, I have told you that I will explain you that in this part. So let us start, okay, the further explanation in this video. But before starting the further topics, let us revise what we have learned, or let us have a quick review what we have learned in the previous part. So let's see, we have learned about Indian National Congress. Okay, all of us are knowing that Alan Octavian Hume, known as A.O. Hume, okay, he was a retired civil servant in the British government. He only took the initiative to form an all India organization named as Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress was formed on 20th December 1885. We have also learned about this thing, that Indian National Congress was formed on 20th December 1885. Okay, let us move further. Its first session was held in Bombay. As I have explained you, it was planned that the session will be held in Pune, but due to plague, that venue was shifted to Bombay. Let us move further. Who was the first president of the first meeting of or the first session of the Indian National Congress? So he was W.C. Banerjee, that is Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee. Attendance, that means total 72 delegates from all over India. Okay, people from different regions or leader from different regions joined this session. Okay, topic of discussion was basically the national issues, whatever national issues are facing by the people of the country, that will be put in front of the Britishers in this meetings. At that time, the Viceroy of India was Lord Dufferin. Okay, Lord Dufferin was the Viceroy of India at that time, and the second session of this was held in 1886 in Calcutta. The president was Dadabhai Naroji. I have also explained you this thing, that Dadabhai Naroji is the longest serving president of Indian National Congress. He served for three continuous, no, we can say that he became the president of Indian National Congress for 3 years. Okay, and he is also, for that only he is also known as Grand Old Man of India. Third session was held in Madras in 1887, and the leader or the president was Badruddin Tayabji. Okay, this was about Indian National Congress that we have learned. I have also explained you that the Indian National Movement was led by Congress, led the Indian National Movement, and it was led in three phases. The first phase was the leaders, or was the phase of the moderate leaders. The leaders, those who were moderate, that means the leaders, those who found the, or those who have taken the medium path. Okay, they do not want full freedom. Okay, they do not want full freedom. They only want British government to do some reformation in the government or in the administration. Basically, the moderates say they want that Britishers rule is good for us, okay, but Britishers has to make some changes or make some reformation, then it is okay. The second phase was the extremist leaders. The extremist leaders were the leaders, those who totally believe, okay, those who totally believe in Purna Swaraj. They want complete freedom, and they would totally hate the British government in India. That means they were only wanted to throw them out from India. Okay, so the, if we will talk about the moderate phase, so it continued from the formation. That means in 1885 the Indian National Congress formed till 1905. This moderate phase continued. It means the first, for the first 20 years, okay, Indian National Congress was moderate. Second one is extremist. It is from 1906 to 1916, and the third one is the phase of Gandhian era. Okay, Gandhiji came to India in 1917, and from that time only India became united. Okay, so we will learn about all this. Gandhian era we will learn in next part. Here we are going to learn about the moderate leaders and extremist leaders. Let us see what are the topics that we will discuss in this part. We will learn about the phase of moderate leaders. Okay, we will see Indian Council Act of 1892. Okay, next is phase of extremist leaders. We will learn. We will learn about the partition of Bengal. Okay, Britishers divided Bengal into two parts, and then we will learn about the Swadeshi and the boycott movement. Okay, so let us start the chapter and let us learn from the phase of moderate leaders, that is from 1885 to 1905. During the early years, means when the Indian National Congress was formed, At that time, Congress was led by the moderate leaders. Okay, so in the starting, Congress was under the leadership of moderate leaders. Now, who were the moderate leaders? Let us see. These moderate leaders had their simple demands. They do not want complete freedom. Okay, they were having their simple demands. Okay, later on, they just believed that the British respected freedom and justice. They thought that Britishers are already aware about the concept of freedom and justice. Only we have to tell them our problems and they will definitely understood and make changes. Okay, they believed it like this. Okay, if the government was made aware of the feelings of India, they believe that we have to, means some leaders have to aware British government that yes, the people of India are following these problems, then they will easily accept the demands. They believe that the Britishers will easily accept the demands of the Indians. Okay, so moderates have the respect for the Britishers. Okay, they did not ask for complete freedom. Please remind this thing. They did not ask for the complete freedom and just pushed for reforms. They do not want full freedom. Okay, they only want some reformation in the administration. So this is the quality of, or this is all about the moderate leaders. Let us move further and learn about some of the moderate leaders of at that time. Okay, so the first picture that you can see is of W.C. Vacha. This picture is of W.C. Vacha. Okay, sorry, D.E. Vacha, and he is known as Dinshaw Adulji Vacha. His name was Dinshaw Adulji Vacha. Okay, he was the president of Indian National Congress in 1901. The second picture is of Surendranath Banerjee. He was also a moderate leader. Okay. The third picture is of Gopal Krishna Gokhale. He was also a moderate leader. Next is Firoz Shah Mehta. Okay. This is W.C. Banerjee, that is Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee. He is Madan Mohan Malviya. Okay. This picture is of Badruddin Tayyabji, and he was Dada Bhai Nauroji. Okay. So if someone asks you that name some of the famous moderate leaders, those who believed, means their thinking was moderate. Okay. So here are some name, or they are some famous moderate leaders of Indian National Congress. Okay. In starting, they were basically moderate leaders were only leading the Indian National Congress. Let us move further. Now, methodology of moderate leaders. Since moderate leaders believed and they only wanted Britishers to listen to their simple demands and do some reformation. So let us see what methods they have adopted for the purpose of putting their demand in front of the Britishers. So moderate believed in peaceful and constitutional methods. Okay, please remember this thing. They wanted peaceful. They do not want any kind of violence. Okay, they want peaceful and constitutional methods adopted. They have adopted constitutional method. That means they believed in bill and the formation of act. Okay. Next is they placed their demands before the Britishers through speeches. They used to do speeches, meetings, petition, appeals, persuasion, request, and resolutions. They thought that we will put our demand in front of the Britishers, okay, and they will do the resolutions and they will do the reformations. Okay, their way was this only: pleasing, prayers, okay, petitions, appeals, speeches. In the newspaper, they, okay, so like, no, newspaper they have not adopted. So simple methods they have adopted. ठीक है, जगह जगह पे speech दिया करते थे, meetings held होती थी, request करते थे Britishers से, so that Britishers listen to their demand and pass the reformations. Okay. They published newspapers, wrote articles, and mobilized public opinion. They used to publish all those things in newspaper. Okay, they wanted to create more and more public opinion. That means they wanted people to speak up. Okay, to put their demands in front of the leaders, so that leaders can put the demands in front of the government. Okay, so this was the methodology of the moderates. Simple demands they were having. They adopted simple methods, requests, and all those things they have adopted because they believe that Britishers are respectful. Okay, they believe that they will listen to them. Okay, but what happened, that we will see later. Now, demands of moderate leaders. As in the previous video only, I have explained you that when the first session of Indian National Congress was held in Bombay, at the time only, moderates introduced at least 9 demands. Okay, moderates ने 9 demands रखी Britishers के सामने. Among those demands, here I am telling you some of the important demands. Okay, so their demand was appointment of Indians at high post in the government jobs and the civil services. Okay, all of you are knowing that according to Britishers, they do not provide Indians the higher post in their administration. Higher officials नहीं बनाते थे. So that is why the moderates demand that higher posts should be provided to the Indian people also in the government jobs also, as well as in the civil services exams also. Okay. The next demand was the civil services exams to be held in India as well as not just in London. As you are familiar about this thing, that the Indian civil services exam was held in only in London. Okay. So the people of India every people do not afford to go to London. That is why they requested, or moderates ने request की that Indian civil services exam should be held in India also. Okay. The next demand was put legislative councils to be made more representatives. That means now representatives means the method of election should be followed. Okay, for the purpose of choosing the representatives. The representatives should be given more power. Okay, the representatives, those who are becoming the member of Indian Council, they should be provided more power, as well as the provinces or the states of India, the provinces, those who are not having councils, जिनके पास councils नहीं थी, वहां पे भी councils बनाई जाए. Okay, so these were the three demands of the moderates. Let's see some more demands. Involving Indians in administrative decisions. Indians were not allowed to take any type of administrative decisions. Moderates ne bola that this is India and we are the people of India. Okay, and if Britishers are taking, if some decision is taking for the country, that means Indians should also be involved in the decision making process of India. Cut in military expenditure. According to moderates, Britishers were too much expending on military expenditure. The moderates requested that please cut on military expenditure. Okay, as well as जैसा कि मैंने Arms Act के बारे में बताया था, they also requested to withdraw the Arms Act. Okay, next one is reduction of land revenue imposed on landlords and peasants. Moderate also requested to the Britishers to reduce the land revenue tax को reduce कर दिया जाए from the landlord and peasants, so that the life of the peasants and landlords should also improve. So do you think that Britishers have accepted all the demands of the moderates? No. Okay, in the starting, Britishers listened to the demand. When Lord Dufferin realized that this many demands are put in forward by the Britisher, by the Indian people or Indian leaders, okay, they started leaving the meetings of, they stopped attending the meetings of Indian National Congress only. So this was the condition and these were the demands of the moderates. Let us move further and learn about the Indian Council Act of 1892. Okay, Indian Council Act, after moderates put their demands in front of the Britishers, जब moderates ने अपनी demand Britishers के सामने रखी, at that time only Britishers introduced Indian Council Act 1892. Before this also, one act or एक और Indian Council Act came into existence, that was 1861, the Council Act of 1861. Okay, that Council Act of 1861. Let's see what was this, and let's see that after this what changes they have made from the introduction of Indian Council Act. Okay, so why was the Indian Council Act introduced? Because the Indian National Congress was not happy with the Indian Council Act of 1861 and they demanded when the Indian National Congress was formed in 1885, they demand more changes in the Council Act of 1861. देखो, one Council Act was came in 1861, okay, regarding the central legislature and provincial legislature. All of you are aware about central legislature and provincial legislature. We are having central legislature also and we are having state legislatures also. Like that time also it was like that only. Okay, Indians were not happy with the Council Act of 1861. That is why Indian National Congress in 1885 they said that we demand more changes. We need more changes in the Council Act. Okay. After that, what happened? How was the administration at that time? उस time पे administration कैसा था? At that time, since we were under the, or Indian government was under the Britishers only. Okay. Same like that only. Secretary of State was ruling us. That belongs to Britain. Secretary of State was only ruling us. That belongs to state. One agent was in India, that is known as Viceroy. ठीक है, one agent was there in India for ruling us, Viceroy. It was like that only at that time also. ठीक है, एकदम exactly ऐसा था उस time पे भी when they were ruling on us. Okay, let us move further. The next is now the administration was like that only. If we will talk about the administration of India according to the Council Act of 1861, so it was like this, that there will be one Viceroy, ठीक है, as agent of the Secretary of State, means British Parliament का agent will be Viceroy, and 6 executive councils will be there. Okay, 6 executive councils will be there, those who are handling different things like home, military, law, revenue, finance, public work. So this was the condition at the time. Okay, let's move further and learn about some more things. Now what happened? One more thing was introduced in the Council Act of 1861. All of you are knowing about ordinance. Ordinance क्या होता था? Whenever there's no party in the session or in the rule, when there is no party in the rule, at that time the president or the governor is having the power to issue an ordinance whenever there is a need. That means to issue an ordinance. That means whenever there is a need of any law, then governor and president is having the right to issue the law. All of you are knowing that law is having the 6 months of validity. This law or the provision of ordinance was introduced by the Council Act of 1861. Okay, this was introduced by 1861. Let us move further. Now, now the question arises, did Indian Council Act of 1892 change anything here? Do you think, or let us learn about this thing, कि Britishers after the demand of Britishers, okay, in 1800 and after the demands of Indians in 1885, Britishers introduced one more Council Act because Indians wanted changes in the Council Act of 1861. Okay, let's see. Did Britishers made some changes in the Council Act of 1892? That we will learn. Okay, let's move further. Now, what happened? Exactly, we will understand the things. Okay, how was the administration? Yeah, how was the central legislature at the time? देखो क्या हुआ करता था? In central legislature, there were executives, okay, and there were additional members also. Okay, executives that I have explained you. There is one viceroy, and they were having 6 executive councils. Okay, 6 members that are the member of executive councils. Okay, now with executive there was additional members also. Okay, now among these additional members, some were official members and some were non-official members. Okay, is it clear? What was happening at that time? It was said that, means according to that central legislature, official members shall constitute the majority. Official members हमेशा majority में होने चाहिए थे in comparison to the non-official members. It was the central legislature. Okay, there was two more things. Discussion related to finance was not allowed in the parliament. Discussions related to finance were not allowed at the time. That means Indians could not question to the Britishers regarding any financial term. पैसे से related कोई question नहीं कर सकते. Next is additional members were not allowed to question executive council members. That means these additional members were not allowed to question anything from the council members. इनसे कोई भी question नहीं कर सकते थे. That means yes, Indians were made the members of the council or members of the legislature, but they were not given powers because they could not interfere in the decisions of the finance also. They could not take any decisions related, they could not ask any question to the executive councils whether they are doing anything. So that means the power of Indians were restricted. Okay, now Indians allowed, that means Indians were not allowed to become the member of executive councils. Indians were not allowed to become the member of executive councils. They can only become the member of additional members. Okay, is it clear to everyone? This was the central legislature by the act of 1861. This situation was like that only. Additional members, the number of additional members will be 6 to 12. Okay, some will be officials, some will be non-officials. No question related to the finance put up in the parliament or in the legislature, as well as additional members are not allowed to ask any question to the council of members. Okay, in council of members अगर executive की बात करेंगे, so there were one viceroy and under the viceroy there are 6 executive councils. Okay, Indians were only allowed to be the member of additional members. They cannot be the member of executive councils. So this was the situation at that time. Let's move further and learn about some more things. Now what happened? In 1885, Indian National Congress gave some suggestions to the British authorities to be included in the upcoming Indian Council Act, that is Indian 1892. ठीक है? So at that time, whosoever is the Viceroy of India, he asked that what are your demands. So let us see what demands Indian National Congress has put in front of them. Okay, so Indian National Congress put some more demands in front of the British Council. Indian National Congress के members ने कहा that you should increase the number of additional members in the legislature. Central legislature में additional members के number को increase करना होगा. The second demand was that why all the members are nominated by the viceroy? Why all additional members are nominated by the viceroy? Okay, so you have to introduce the process of representation. That means elections should be there. Members should not be nominated by the viceroy only. Today also we have elections and some members are elected by the president. At that time, all the additional members were nominated by the viceroy only. Okay. Next thing that we have asked, or Indian national members asked, उन्होंने बोला discuss related to finance were not allowed. Why discuss related to finance is not allowed in the legislature? It should be allowed. इसको allow करना होगा. The fourth demand that they have asked was cut on in the military expenditure. Okay, you have to reduce the military expenditure. The fifth demand that they have asked that Indian civil services examinations should be held in India as well. So these were the demands that were put forward by the Indian National Congress in regarding central legislature. Let's move further and learn about what are the changes. Okay, what changes were introduced in the by the Council Act of 1892. Now, look here. They have increased the number of members. In the central legislature, according to the Council Act of 1892, it was told that ये कहा गया, ठीक है, the additional members will be now increased from 6 to 12 to 10 to 16. Now the additional numbers are increased. Additional members will be now 10 to 16. The next thing that was done was, okay, now it was also told that since Viceroy was only nominating, Viceroy nominate कर रहा था, ठीक है, now only official members will be nominated by the Viceroy. Now only official members will be nominated by the Viceroy. Other members will be elected. Okay, उसने बोला जो non-official members हैं, they will be now elected. Okay, now in elected also, some members will be nominated by Viceroy. Okay, some members will be taken from the commerce in Calcutta and some members will be nominated या बोल सकते हैं elected from the provincial assemblies like Bengal, Bombay, Madras and northern western frontier provinces. Okay, so like this only thoda bahut power was reduced. Okay, but this was also told that official members shall constitute the majority. That means official members should always be more. Okay, and official members ye the, the official members and the executive council, they form the number of official members, so they should be always more than the non-official members. That means they changed the number of members, they also changed the nomination, the way of nominations, but after that also they restricted our power because we cannot be in the majority. अभी भी हम majority में नहीं हो सकते थे. In majority there will be Viceroy's council only and the nominated members of Viceroy only. So it was like that. Okay, now let us move further. Okay, it was also introduced, ये भी introduce किया गया कि it's okay, now we are ready to discuss related to finance is allowed now. ठीक है, अब voting on finance bill was not allowed. Okay, पर voting नहीं होगी. You are allowed to discuss the finance bill, you are allowed to discuss the finances, but voting will not be there. Okay, next ये introduce किया गया. Additional members were now allowed to question executive councils. Now the additional member can question to the executive councils, but supplementary मतलब कि once they have asked the questions and once they have replied, after that we were not allowed, or the additional members were not allowed to question. That means question answer will not happen. Only once additional members were given the chance to ask the questions, and once if they have answered, okay, then they cannot ask any supplementary questions. So this was the condition at the time. They were considered our demands, but after that also they have restricted us. Okay, let us move further. Okay, so it was like that only. Still, the additional numbers, that means Indians were only allowed to become the member of additional members only. They still are not allowed to become the member of executive councils. So this was the Council Act of 1892. Now एक चीज और देखेंगे that what changes they have introduced in the provincial legislature. Now additional number of the provincial legislature was also increased. इसको भी increase कर दिया गया था. But and now peoples will be came from election. Okay, now nomination procedures खत्म कर दिए गए थे provincial legislatures में से, and now people will be elected from different sectors, like from universities, from district board, municipalities, zamindars and chamber of commerce. That means provincial legislature पूरी तरह से it will belong to the representative forms. ये nomination के form पे नहीं है. Okay, and from here only principle of representations was initiated. From here only principle of nomination was initiated in the Indian form. That is why today we are following the representative form of government. That means democracy has started taking shape in India by the Indian Council Act of 1892. Okay, now we will learn further. This is the time when the phase of extremist leaders started in India, that is from 1905 to 1916. So, beta, here one thing I want to explain you that after the Council Act of 1892, still the Indians or some group, okay, of Indians were not happy with the changes that the Britishers have made in the Indian Council Act of 1892. Okay, so that is why Indians have realized, or some groups have realized, that Britishers are not going to listen to us that easily. Okay, so that is why we have to adopt some serious steps. Okay, they are not going to listen our prayers, our requests. Okay, we have to take some serious steps. And the people, okay, and the group of people, those who believed this thing, that they have to adopt some more aggressive methods so that Britishers can listen to us. Those were the groups of the people known as extremist leaders. Okay, by the end of 19th century, the peaceful methods of moderate leaders failed to make the British accept their demands. As I have explained you that earlier the Britishers were listening to the Indian National Congress, but later on they stopped attending the meetings only. That means a group of people decided this thing, that no, Britishers are not going to listen to the moderate demands. Okay, peaceful demands, they are not going to listen. So that is why leaders like Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Bipin Chandra Pal, they are known as Lal, Bal, Pal. Okay, criticize the moderates for their politics of petitions. They criticize the moderate groups of the Congress. Okay, and they said that these group is only pleasing the Britishers are not going to listen to their way of that putting the demand. Okay, so they thought that they are the extremist leader. Please remember the three famous leader of the extremist group is Lala Lajpat Rai was there, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Bipin Chandra Pal. Okay, they are also known as Lal, Bal, and Pal. They are the extremist leaders of the Indian National Congress. Let's move further. Now they believe that a more aggressive form of struggle is required to make British listen to their demands. They have realized that Britishers are not going to listen anyhow. Okay, we have to take some strict actions. Okay, these leaders were called radicals or extremists, and these leaders were only known as radicals or extremists. At this time only, Bal Gangadhar Tilak said that Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. These leaders were not allowed to take any reformation in the administration. They just wanted to throw out the Britishers from India, and they wanted Purna Swaraj, full freedom in the country. They wanted their India, their country to be independent. Okay, इसके लिए कुछ भी करना पड़े. For extremists, the ultimate goal was the attainment of Swaraj. They don't want any reformation. एक ही aim था इनका, Swaraj. That means उनके राज पे उनका rule. Okay, they want their rule, self rule on India. Let us move further. Methodology of extremist leaders. Methodology of moderate leaders क्या था? Prayer, petitions, persuasions, speeches, writings. But what about the methods of extremist leaders? Let's see it. These leaders told the people to be bold, brave, and patriotic. That means they were totally firing. Okay, the fire of freedom was burning in them, and they told people that you have to be bold, brave, and patriotic, and fight for Swaraj, for freedom. ठीक है, we have to fight. These leaders have adopted the method of fighting, okay, to the Britishers. The radicals called for strong political actions. They wanted strong political actions, जैसे कि इन्होंने strike adopt किया. They started boycott, बहिष्कार किया, and mass demonstrations. They started demos. That means पूरे group में निकलना शुरू किया, okay, to push forward their demands. The radicals and their methods became more popular with the public. The public also accepted these group of peoples, and it became more popular during that time. Okay, so this was only the extremist leaders at that time. Okay, now we can see the difference between the moderate and extremist. British rule के खिलाफ moderates जो थे वो loyal थे, but extremists were totally hate. Okay, techniques इनकी petitions थी, and extremists adopted totally boycott the British goods, boycott the British colleges. Okay, they adopted the boycott policy. Demands, they only wanted council reforms, they only wanted the council act, and means constitutional base चाहते थे moderates, and Swaraj, and extremists want full Swaraj. Role of masses, इन्होंने role of mass को neglect किया. Okay, but the extremists supported the full support of mass. They need support of mass. Okay, social base क्या था इनका? In this, mostly zamindar and upper middle class people were there, and in extremist, educated middle and lower class people were there. Okay, ideology, they were inspired with the Western thoughts, but this group, extremists, were inspired. They believed in their culture, their art, and their history. That means they respect Indian culture and history. So it was like this. The differences between the extremist and the moderate was there. Okay, let's move further. And here we are going to discuss one very famous partition of Bengal that took place on 16th October 1905. Today, there is one state in India known as West Bengal. Okay, and there is a country that is Bangladesh. So, students, earlier that Bangladesh and Bengal was a separate state or एक province हुआ करता था. ठीक है, Britishers decided, since this movement was taking place, the extremists and the moderates, that means Indian National Congress, were putting forward their demand. At that time only, Britishers decided to divide or to partition Bengal in Hindu and Muslim. Okay, This was the divide and rule policy of the Britishers, through which they have divided Indians on the basis of religion. Okay, that is Hindu and Muslim. They divided Bangladesh into Eastern Bengal and Western Bengal. Okay, let us move further and I will explain you more. Lord Curzon was the Governor General of India at that time, or Lord Curzon was the Viceroy of India from 1899 till 1905. Okay, he was the Viceroy of India till 1899 till 1905. Okay, now what he did, that we will see. At that time, when Lord Curzon became the Viceroy of India, rise of nationalism. That means that the feeling of nationalism was on high or was on peak in the Indians. Okay, Viceroy decided, okay, that for controlling this rise of nationalism from India, and the center of that nationalism was West Bengal only. Okay, the rise of nationalism was taking place, and the center of that was Bengal. The Lord Curzon, at that time the Governor General or the Viceroy of India, he decided that how to control this rise of nationalism from the Indian. He decided that there is a strong need to stop this nationalism, and for that purpose only, what he did is he just decided that I am going to partition Bengal. Since Bengal was only the center of the nationalist leaders, that is why he decided that he will partition Bengal. And let's see what happened after that. Okay, at that time Bengal was comprises the areas of Bengal में कौन कौन से states थे? Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Assam and parts of Chhattisgarh. Okay, and approximately 78 million of population was living in that state. Okay, Lord Curzon told that it is impossible, or it is becoming impossible, for the government of Britain to control such a large province together, such a large population together. So, for the effective administration of this province, we are going to divide it in East Bengal and West Bengal. समझ आया? What reason he has given? He had said that since it's many provinces are the part of Bengal, okay, and since the population of Bengal is very large, so that is why it is okay for its effective administration. We are going to divide Bengal into two provinces. Okay, he said this thing. Let's see what happened after that. And he divided Bengal in East Bengal and West Bengal. He divided Bengal in East Bengal and West Bengal. East Bengal belongs to the Muslim and West Bengal belongs to the Hindus. East Bengal, the capital was Dhaka, the capital was Dhaka, and of West Bengal, the capital was Calcutta. और ठीक है, at that time इनकी capital थी Calcutta. Okay, the conspiracy that they have played. He told that he is dividing Bengal just because of its large population and British government is not able to administer it properly. But the diplomacy that they have played was the divide and rule policy. They wanted to divide us on the basis of religion, that is Muslim and Hindu, and they divided Bengal in East and West. Okay, okay. This rumor was totally spread at the time of, and the Indians told that this is an unfair policy adopted by the Britishers. Okay, the leaders of Bengal, that is Surendranath Banerjee and Krishna Kumar Mitra, they have started writing in the newspaper, okay, about the partition of Bengal, that they are not favoring it. They started awareing more and more people by their writings that this partition of Bengal is not good, that Britishers have done. Okay, next is people have also started petitions. That means Indian National Congress have adopted the process of petitions, writing signature campaign चलने लग गया that we are not happy with the partition of Bengal. Okay, and Indian National Congress have adopted its measures. उसने petitions किए, speeches दी, public meetings की for to stop the partition of Bengal. देखो हुआ क्या था? In 1903 Lord Curzon announced, okay, नहीं, in 1903 Lord Curzon एक rumor फैला that Lord Curzon has decided to partition the Bengal. Okay, and after this rumor only all these things are happening. After that rumor only all these things are happening. This is the situation from 1903 to 1905. Okay, next we will see what happened. So they are also Indian National Congress also doing speeches, meetings and petitions. Okay, let's move further. In July 1905, date of Bengal partition was announced. In July 1905, Lord Curzon announced the date of partition. Okay, after that also, after lots of petitions, requests made by Indian National Congress, moderate leaders, they were not ready to listen. इसी time पे extremists आए थे. Okay, between 1903 to 1905, when moderates were demanding, जब उन्होंने सुना कि Britishers are going to divide Bengal, then they requested to stop it. But Britishers do not listen to them. After that also, Lord Curzon announced that in July 1905, the date of that when they are going to partition Bengal. Okay, let's move further. People lost their faith the way of Congress. Okay, since Britishers were not listening to the demands of moderates, after that also they decided to partition Bengal. So people lost their faith in the Indian National Congress, and at that time only the extremists came into power. This was the time, as I have explained you, the period from 1905 was the period of extremists. This time only the extremists came into power. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was doing rallies or boycott or strikes in Pune and Bombay. Lajpat Rai and Ajit Singh were in Punjab, and Chidambaram Pillai was in Madras. Okay, so these were the famous extremist leaders at the time. Okay, those who were standing against the partition of Bengal. Finally, in that protest meetings only, since they adopted strike and boycott methods, the extremist leaders started in the protest meeting. They have decided to boycott foreign goods. That means they decided that now they are not going to utilize any foreign goods, the goods that are manufactured in foreign, and they started burning. पूरे पूरे bonfires लगाए जाने लग गए, British goods को जलाया जाने लग गया. ठीक है, इसके साथ साथ at that time only, since we have boycotted the British made goods, British made clothes, British colleges and all that, that is why several Indian industries were set up for the production of clothes, for the production of goods. Okay, so that we can boycott. So इसके दो फायदे हुए थे, दो चीजें बोली गई. Boycott movement, that means we have to boycott the British made goods or the foreign made goods, as well as Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi movements means the leaders, the extremist leaders say they have encouraged people to boycott the foreign goods and to use Swadeshi. That means the goods that are manufactured in India only. तो बॉयकॉट कर रहे हैं, दैट मीन्स स्वदेशी चीजों को इंपॉर्टेंस दी जाने लग गई, वापस से इंडस्ट्रीज रीएस्टैब्लिश होने लग गई. ओके, एंड पीपल हैव स्टार्टेड बॉयकॉटिंग द ब्रिटिश कॉलेजेस आल्सो. ओके, ब्रिटिश कॉलेजेस को भी बॉयकॉट, पीपल स्टूडेंट्स हैव स्टॉप्ड गोइंग टू द स्कूल, एंड दिस मूवमेंट इज ओनली नोन एज Swadeshi and boycott movement. Okay, so the question arises: the Swadeshi and boycott movement was started to stop the partition of Bengal. Okay, students, the Bengal was partitioned on 16th October 1905, and today also that day is known as a day of national mourning. Okay, that was the saddest day of the Indian history when India, या बोल सकते हैं, Bengal was divided between two communities, that is Hindu and Muslim. Okay, people have extremist leaders have started strikes. Hindu and Muslim people took fast. They have started tying rakhis on each other's hand. Okay, they wanted to show that we are united. Okay, and this was a movement of Swadeshi and boycott only. Okay, messages was passed to masses via festivals. They have started celebrating festivals. Okay, that we are united, and they have also utilized, they have started boycotting the foreign goods. The salt that was coming from the Liverpool, they boycott that salt also. Okay, the clothes that were manufactured in the Manchester, that was also, people, Indian people have boycotted the salt also, as well as the clothes also. Okay, so this was the situation why they have started boycotting, because this was the way of extremists. Okay, this was their way, क्योंकि वो petition सुन नहीं रहे थे, prayers सुन नहीं रहे थे. That is why extremists ने decide किया कि now they will strike and boycott. Okay, the next is, even Bal Gangadhar Tilak have started celebrating Shivaji's festival and Ganpati festivals in Bombay. Okay, so means people were totally coming together. Festivals से सब पास में आते हैं, तो basically fairs और festivals को और भी अच्छे तरीके से organize किया जाने लग गया. Okay, next move further. And finally, Bengal was partitioned. After this much also, Bengal was partitioned on 16th October 1905. Okay, 1600 and 1905, 16 अक्टूबर 1905 में बंगाल पार्टीशन हो गया. बल्कि स्वदेशी एंड बॉयकॉट मूवमेंट वाज स्टार्टेड on 7th August only. But after this much also, Britishers have passed the partition of Bengal. Okay, after that what they did, now again people coming into masses, people have started coming into masses. Okay, and at that time only they have started singing the Vande Mataram song, and the Vande Mataram became the theme song of the Swadeshi and boycott movement. It was written by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, and this Vande Mataram, that is the national song of India, it became the theme song of the movement of the Swadeshi and boycott. Okay, people have started burning, or they made bonfires of the British made goods. Okay, and this was only the time when extremists and moderates, the differences started coming into moderates and extremists. Okay, so it was the Surat split that took place in 1906. Okay, that I will explain you in the further part, but here the differences started coming between the moderates and the extremists, क्योंकि अब ये अलग हो गए. Moderates को क्या चाहिए था, peaceful protest चाहिए था. What extremists wanted, they wanted to throw out the Britishers from India. Okay, After the partition of Bengal, the Swadeshi and boycott movement was still started. The Britishers wanted to stop this movement, and that is why they started putting the leaders into jail. Every extremist leader was put into jail. They started torturing the extremist leaders, okay? As well as इसमें बाल गंगाधर तिलक थे, अजीत शाह सिंह थे, चिदम्बरम पिल्लई, all were arrested. Arvind Ghosh was not arrested. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was sent to Myanmar, okay, and he was arrested there for 5 years. Okay, like that only they have started arresting the extremist leaders, okay, to stop the, and they started torturing them to stop the boycott and Swadeshi movement. Okay, इतना torture किया गया कि Aurobindo Ghosh, Bipin Chandrapal, they have took retirement from the politics. Okay, they thought that now we are not going to do any kind of politics. They sit back at their homes. Okay, and Lala Lajpat Rai went to Britain. Okay, he went to Britain since Britishers were adopting severe measures. They were killing them, torturing them. Okay, and that is why he went to Britain, and after that he went to USA. Okay, means that was a severe time, and that is why the Swadeshi and boycott movement was stopped in India. But the result of this was, since people have took severe measures, okay, against the partition of Bengal, इसका result ये हुआ कि in 1911 the British government had to repeal the partition of Bengal. That means British government ने कहा कि okay, we are stopping the partition of Bengal. Okay, now Bengal is not partitioned on the basis of religion. They stopped the partition of Bengal. They have taken back that law or act in 1911. Okay, so this was the situation at that time. But one more thing we have seen, that at that time, for promoting the mass movement, only Hindu festivals were given importance at the time. Okay, this was also the reason that sown the seed into the mind of the Muslim people. Muslims were misinterpreted. Okay, the use of traditional popular customs, that means only Hindu festivals were organized, okay, for favoring the mass movement. That was misinterpreted by the Muslims, और Muslims को अब ये लगने लगा कि Hindus are only giving priority or importance to themselves in India. उनको ये realize होने लगा that Muslims are treated as inferior or they are not given that importance like the Hindus. यहाँ पे देखोगे वापस से one more organization we will learn about in the next or the further topics. Okay, so this was all about the moderate phase, the extremist phase, the conflict between the moderate and extremist, and we have learned about the Bengal partition. अगर Bengal partition को revise करें, so Bengal partition, during that time when Bengal was partitioned, Lord Curzon was the Viceroy of India. Lord Curzon only decided to partition Bengal, ठीक है, and Bengal was partitioned on 16th October 1905. Lord Curzon said that the population of Bengal is very large. That is why, for its effective administration, we are partitioning Bengal into East Bengal and West Bengal. But the reality was that Lord Curzon divided Bengal just because to play diplomacy, and he divided Bengal, okay, by the policy of divide and rule. He wanted Indians, okay, to divide on the basis of religion of Hindu and Muslim. They divided Bengal on the basis of that only, okay. The capital of East Bengal was Dhaka, that became Bangladesh after later on, and the capital of West Bengal was Kolkata. Okay, and Bengal was divided on the basis of Hindus and Muslims. Several movements took place. The movement that started to stop the partition of Bengal was the Swadeshi and boycott movement that was started on 7th August 1905. Okay, that movement was basically started by the extremist leaders. They have started boycotting the British made goods, and they have started promoting the Swadeshi goods. Okay, the theme song was also written at that time, and people used it at a large, like Vande Mataram, they utilized at that time. Okay, the Britishers started taking severe measures, okay, to stop the movement at that time. The jail में बंद करना शुरू किया. They started torturing the leaders. Okay, some leaders just ran away. Okay, some leaders ran away. Some leaders were put in jail at that time. Okay, but after all this also, that is why the Swadeshi and the boycott movement was ended. But we get benefited by this movement because in 1911 the Britishers have took uh, the partition of Bengal वापस ले लिया था Britishers ने. So this was the chapter. This up to this we have learned about. ठीक है, we will learn about the Surat split in the further chapter, in which the extremists and moderates will be partitioned. Okay, the extremists will be thrown out from the Indian National Congress, and only moderates will start ruling them. So this was the effect. देखो क्या that I will explain you in the next part. Okay, so this is all for this part, students. Thank you. Please watch the video, read your book. This chapter is very interesting. Thank you, students.